Okay. Hello. Hi everyone. How are you doing? Welcome back to today's stream. Welcome back to Minecraft Monday. We're back with Create at Astra today. Sorry, we're starting a few minutes behind schedule, but not too late because we have quite a lot to be getting on with today. You know how excited I am about Minecraft Monday. You know how much I've been looking forward to these Minecraft Monday streams recently. I'm just gonna leave the game just for a second. But yes, if you've been keeping up with the Minecraft Monday series so far, you know how much fun I've been having with this mod pack and how excited I've been to carry on playing it. So I'm really looking forward to diving back into it today. And as you can see, the inside of our little factory has changed a little bit since the last stream. I'll get into that in a moment. I'll explain what I've been up to off camera, but I'd also like to explain what we're going to be doing on camera today. There's something making a funny noise, says Catman Charlie. I think that's probably the game. Just in case, let me test my audio, because we have had a problem before with the camera clicking. Yeah, it's doing it again. Okay, hopefully that's fixed the problem. Let's test. Yep, good. Okay, sorry about that, everyone. Like I say, that is not the first time we've had problems with the mic. Hang on a minute. Oh, for fuck's sake! Now I've lost the live chat. If you're sending me messages right now, I can't see them. Okay, there we go. Hopefully problem solved. Sorry about that. Like I say, it's not the first time we've had issues with the mic on TikTok Live, but it should be fixed now. Hopefully it's fixed. Oh, hang on a minute. I've got to make sure that it's still working over on OBS as well. It seems like it is. Okay, if anyone's watching on YouTube, let me know if there's any issues with my mic volume over there. But anyway, let's just start again. Let's just draw a line under that and start again. Hello and welcome back to Minecraft Monday. We're back today in Create at Astra, and I'm very excited to be playing more of this mod pack. Before we begin, I'm going to show you what I've been doing off camera since the last stream, and then I'm going to tell you what we're going to be doing in today's stream. And this time, you'll actually be able to hear me because hopefully the mic problems have been fixed. Hi, by the way, everyone who's saying hi in the chat right now. How are you doing? So, first things first, the interior has changed a little bit. You may recall at the end of the last stream, the sawmill and the rolling mill were not here. I've added these two in, so we now have all of the basic machines that we need for the more advanced create stuff. I've also added in a back door, but we'll have a look at that when we go outside. And we got a soul campfire, so we can do haunting now as well. There isn't really much we need the haunting machine for, but we have it now, and if we do need to do any haunting in future, we've got that option. You'll also notice that we've got some rather nice decorative signs around the place now. So we got a cross for the fire exit here. We got a warning sign for the sawmill because it can actually hurt you if you touch the blade, and we've got some fire warning signs, some fluid warning signs for the machines there. So the inside looking a little bit more decorated than it was last time, and it's obviously now we've got all of the machines that we need in there. We can start to move forward. Outside, it's pretty much the same. I've added a little bit more detail in to the outside of the building. Like, we got these trapdoors here that I think makes this wall look a little bit, you know, gives it a little bit more depth. We got some stairs to add a little bit more shape to the wall there, and then same round this side of the building. So not really any massive changes, no big structural changes or anything like that. It's mostly just decorative stuff, and then the new machines inside. And of course, I've also cleaned up the generator out back here. This was a belt before, but I've replaced it with an encased chain drive, which I think looks a lot nicer, and you can connect girders to it, so that looks a lot more stable now than it did before, a lot more permanent than just having a floating conveyor belt. So I think the generator's looking pretty solid now as well. And you can see it's currently producing 2048 stress units via 2 engines. We do need to actually build a stressometer so we can measure how much stress these machines are actually consuming. But we'll get to that. We can see individually, look, these fans are 32 units each, rolling mill's 128, 64 for the sawmill. But yeah, we can definitely get an actual stressometer somewhere in here so we can see exactly how much the whole system's using. Hey again, says April, how are you doing? Jackson says, more people should watch Minecraft Monday. I do wish they would, Jackson. This is by far the most fun I've ever had on a streaming series that I've been doing. I genuinely, every week, I'm so excited for Minecraft Monday because I'm loving this mod pack so much. So do, you know, share the stream, get people to come along if you think they'd be interested. Thanks for following, by the way, Marcus Roden. And without further ado, let's get into what we're actually doing today. So, first things first, we are going to start automating. There are 2 things that I want to automate today. Firstly, we're going to automate the crop farm, specifically a pumpkin farm. We're going to make an automatic pumpkin farm, so we've got an infinite supply of food. That's going to go just here. And then over here, I've marked out a special area where we're going to be building an andesite alloy farm, because everything in the Create mod requires andesite alloy, and rather than us going and mining stacks and stacks of andesite, it's going to be a lot easier for us to have an automatic farm that just generates an infinite supply of andesite alloy. So we're going to be building that today as well. April says, do you have a pack of shaders on? If yes, which one? So the shader pack I'm using is called Mellow Shaders. Here it is. You can see I've got quite a few shaders installed. I do like to play around with shaders. I have a lot of fun testing out different shaders and stuff, but this one, Mellow Shader, is the one that I'm using at the minute. It's very nice, vanilla-friendly shader, which I think looks absolutely lovely. Is this a modded server, says Marcus Ronan? It is single player, Marcus, but you can get the mod pack if you are on the Discord. In the Minecraft channel, there's a link to download the mod pack. It's mostly based around Create and Ad Astra, hence the name. But yeah, I'm on single player at the minute. Thanks for following, by the way, Question Marks and Sam Nick. Very kind of you both. So yeah, first things first, before we build anything, we need to make a schematic table, because I have actually already designed an andesite alloy farm and a pumpkin farm in my solo survival world, in my non-streaming world. And the great thing about the Create mod is that you can import schematics between worlds. So if you build something in one world, you can make it into a schematic, then go into another world and use that schematic as a blueprint to build the same contraption. So that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to start with a schematic table. We need 2 blocks of smooth stone and 3 slabs. You'll also notice we got a little bit more chest space now. We are still going to need to get a proper warehouse set up in future, but this is looking a little bit better. Watch pronouns, she, her, thanks for asking, Sunny Brooks. Okay, so we're just going to get some smooth stone whipped up. Name of shaders, says Myron. Once again, the shaders are called... Ooh, wrong button. Mellow. It's called the Mellow Shader. How long have you been working on this world, says Marcus? This is actually only episode 3. I have done a little bit of stuff off camera as well, but not very much. Pretty much everything has been done on camera. Oh, hang on, I've accidentally... I think I've turned my particles down by mistake. There we go. I was wondering why the particles weren't appearing there. But yeah, this is episode 3, so this is only the third episode that I've done on this server. Last week we built this building that I'm inside right now. And that we didn't really build anything the first week. It was just, you know, gathering supplies and stuff like that. This is the first actual building that we've built. And then what else do we need? We need wooden slabs. 3 of them. Let's get some of this. And that will get us a schematic table. And we'll pop this inside. I guess there will do for now. So with the schematic table, you can see there I've got 2 schematics available, Pumpkin Farm and Andesite Generator. These are designs that I've done myself in my solo world. All we need to do is get a blueprint, get a schematic and quill, pop it in here, and it will give us the schematic for us to build these things. What platform are you most viral on? You seem very underrated, says Marcus. This is actually my biggest platform, Marcus. We've just hit 6,000 followers here on TikTok the other day. I've got just under 100 followers on YouTube. I think we're at like 98 subscribers. So if you want to help me get to 100 subscribers on YouTube, that'd be appreciated. But yeah, TikTok is where I mostly am. It's where most of my audience is. Yeah. Okay. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, by the way, I've got a backpack now. I didn't craft it. I actually found it. I killed a zombie that was carrying it, so it's one less thing for us to worry about. We don't have to worry about making a backpack now, because we got one. As you can see, it's an iron backpack, so we got plenty of storage space in there. That's something else that I'd like to do today, is make a crafting table and feeding upgrade for the backpack, so we can automatically feed ourselves, and so that we can use the crafting table whenever we like without having to be near an actual crafting table. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. We need to focus on making the schematic and quill, which means we need paper and light blue dye. Now, we haven't actually got any lapis yet, so blue dye is going to be a little bit tricky. You might have to go mining a little. Although, to be fair, if we can find a cornflower, because cornflowers give blue dye as well, don't they? I'll have a little bit of a wander around and see if we can find a cornflower. If not, we'll head underground and try to get lapis instead. Oh, also gazelles have started spawning everywhere, so that's nice. Okay. Wait, hang on a minute. Let me head back. Oh, there's a cave there. Do we really not have any lapis? I'm sure we must have found some, because oh no, hang on. I've just remembered. There's some lapis in that structure next to the nether portal. I completely forgot. There's been lapis there this whole time. Look, there's a generated structure here that's got some lapis ore in the side of it. And I think 1 block is literally all we're going to need. Yeah, 5 pieces. That's more than enough. Okay, that saved us a lot of time. So then we need to combine that with some bone meal. Well, white dye, which we get from bone meal. That will make light blue dye. Then we combine that with paper, and that gives us our blueprint. And then with a feather, it becomes a blueprint and quill. We are going to need to do some composting. What can we compost? Seeds, that'll do. Do you miss Technoblade, says Team Sam. I'm going to be honest with you, Team Sam. I never really watched Technoblade. Obviously I'm aware of who he is, and, you know, respect, rest in peace, and all that. But I was never really a Technoblade viewer. I don't really watch Minecraft YouTubers in general, to be honest. I mean, I used to watch the Yogscast a lot back in the day, and recently I've been enjoying their Jaffa Factory 2 series. But yeah, in general, I don't really watch that many Minecraft YouTubers, to be honest. Have you seen the film, says Munzi? I haven't seen the film. I do want to see it at some point. I'm not bothered about going to see it in the cinema. It's not really... I'm not really that fussed about it. But I would like to see it at some point. Okay, we need sugarcane as well, which we also don't... Oh, never mind. We got paper ready-made. Okay, so that gets us schematics, and then we combine these with feathers. And that gets us a schematic and quill. Wait, hang on. I might have made a mistake, though. We might not need the schematic and quill. Okay, maybe. There we go, okay. And then one for the pumpkin farm. Okay, so we didn't actually need the quill with it. But we got the schematics now, and I'll show you how those work in just a second. Let's just put this spare stuff away. So the way the schematic works is, unfortunately, you can't place it down and it will keep the outline there, but we can position it in the world. You can see here, as long as I'm holding it, in my hand, you can see the blocks that we're going to need to place. As soon as I move it out of my hand, it disappears, and we can't actually place it down and just... I spat a little bit there, sorry. We can't just place it down and keep coming back to it. We have to actually be holding it in our hand to see the outline. But you can see here, this is the design that I've come up with for the pumpkin farm. We're going to need to rotate it, though. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Wait, how do I... control. There we go. There we go. Okay, so... where do we want it? I do want it here, but I don't... maybe we could bring it back a little bit further. Oh, hold on. Nope, not up and down. Don't need it up and down. Let's bring it back to here. And then here. How's that? Or maybe... I think that'll do. I think it'll do there. Okay, so all we need to do now is provide the supplies. Again, this doesn't actually build it for us or anything like that. It just shows us where to place the blocks. And again, in case you missed it, I did design this myself in my solo world. And we're now going to replicate it here in the stream world. I'm just a little bit worried about this this here. Ooh. No, okay. We'll manage. Okay, so first thing we're going to need is some granite pillars, which are essentially the outline of the whole thing. Let's get started with those. And actually, let's get all of our create stuff, because we're going to need quite a lot of that as well. I know that we're definitely going to need a belt. So the belt's going to go here. And then, do we have coarse dirt? I'm going to have a quick look and see if we've got coarse dirt. We don't. We got regular dirt, but no coarse dirt. I mean, it would work with regular dirt, but I would rather do it with coarse dirt so that grass can't grow on it. I don't want grass all over the place. Okay, so I'm just going to mark the corners here, because we don't have enough granite to do the whole thing just yet. There we go. And then one there. I'm going to turn this one back to layered granite. You'll see why when it all comes together. And then we're going to need a barrel. Well, 2 barrels. 2 barrels, 1 log. The annoying thing as well is it doesn't actually show you a list of what you need, so you do have to manually count what you're going to need to build it. Which, fortunately, I mean, it's not too expensive anyway, so... Okay, barrel there. Then we're going to need 2 andesite funnels. We also need an andesite, a portable storage interface, which I can't remember the recipe for. A chute and an andesite casing. So we're going to need 2 iron plates. We've already got 1. Let's go and grab ourselves a second one. Thank you. Thanks for following Hutchie Lord 24. Very kind of you. Okay, and then we combine this with an andesite casing, and that will give us a storage interface. We need 2 of those. And these are an essential part of the machine, because what's going to happen is this central part here is going to spin. And whenever the portable storage interface on the spinning part lines up with the portable interface on the static part, they'll connect together and stuff will be transferred from the spinning part onto the conveyor belt there. Is this a different type of Minecraft? Says user is unknown. I am playing with a mod pack called Create at Astra. If you're a member of the Discord server, you can download the mod pack in the Minecraft channel, but the main mods in the pack are Create and Add Astra. So all this stuff here, all the belts and interfaces and machines and stuff like that are all from the Create mod. Thanks for following, by the way, Brennan Sullivan. Right, so where can we get coarse dirt? There's got to be somewhere nearby that we can get coarse dirt. Oh, that's coarse dirt. There's 100% coarse dirt in the Savannah Plateau, so let's head that way. We're running low on food again, by the way. We're already down to 8 pumpkin slices. This is why we need the pumpkin farm. I mean, obviously we could make a farm for anything, but I thought the pumpkin farm was the most interesting. Because we can use an auto slicer to make pumpkin slices from Farmer's Delight. But once we got this set up, infinite pumpkin slices. We don't need to worry about food ever again, so we can concentrate on more important things. What mod is this, says Joe Ball. Once again, Joe. Joe Bell, sorry. Once again, Joe, I'm using a mod pack. There's a few different mods in here. I think there's about 90 mods. But the main ones are Create and Add Astra. Not that we've gotten to the Add Astra stuff yet. We've been mainly focused on the Create stuff. The mod that adds in all the interesting biomes and terrain that you're seeing is called TheRelaxedMovement. So that volcano there, that's from TheRelaxedMovement. Which I highly recommend. TheRelaxedMovement has got to be one of my favourite Minecraft mods from the last few years, because it doesn't add in any new blocks, but it adds in like hundreds of new biomes. I mean, you think about a mod like Biomes Aplenty, which does add in loads of new biomes, but then it also adds in hundreds of new blocks as well. And I don't really like mods that add in loads of new blocks for no reason, because it just clogs up your inventory. But with a mod like TheRelaxedMovement, you know, it adds incredible new biomes like this without adding a single block to the game. You know, there's no modded blocks at all in TheRelaxedMovement. So yeah, highly recommend. If you want a mod that adds new biomes without adding a ton of new blocks, get TheRelaxedMovement. Okay, half a stack of coarse dirt should do us for now. And just in case anyone wants to ask what the shader is again, the shader I'm using is called Mellow Shader. Very beautiful, very vanilla-friendly shader. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at it. It really is a fantastic shader. We need more granite as well, actually, and there is a granite mine right here. There's a big hole. There's a big granite cave entrance somewhere around here. Is this it? No. Where was it then? FPS check. Current FPS is 60. I have it capped at 60 because, to be perfectly honest, I don't really notice any difference above 60, so I don't really see a point in having it above that. So I cap it at 60, which is what it's at right now anyway. Sometimes it will occasionally drop a little bit, especially when when you're playing with a lot of mods. That happens. But definitely since I upgraded my PC, Minecraft has been a lot smoother. Okay, let's just go for half a stack of granite. We got half a stack of coarse dirt, so let's just even it out. And then, oh, I should really take the schematic out of my hotbar while I'm exploring, because the way the schematic works is when you're holding it in your hand, if you use the scroll wheel while pressing Control at the same time, it just moves the schematic around. So really shouldn't have it in my hotbar while I'm trying to run. We should set up some kind of auto fisher as well, because I've got the aquaculture mod, and you can see there's some fish here that are brand new. We got minnows, lovely. There's all sorts of new fish with the aquaculture mod, so it could be interesting to set up a fish farm, a fishery. How would that work with Create? I'm imagining, that episode of The Simpsons where Mr. Burns builds a machine that is like made out of plastic packaging, and it's like a giant net that pulls every single fish out of the sea. I imagine we could build something like that with the Create mod, which would be a crime against nature, but it's definitely possible, I think. Okay, so let's just fill in these gaps. This is why I didn't want a pillar here, because they have connected textures, and I wanted the texture to end there, which I think looks quite nice. Okay, so then we want our coarse dirt here. The coarse dirt is what the pumpkins are going to grow onto. And then we're going to need regular dirt around the outside, which is what the pumpkins are going to grow from. That's where the seeds are going to be planted. So regular dirt around the outside. Then obviously there's going to be a block of water in the middle to keep it all, what's the word, irrigated. Where's my bucket? There we go. And we'd better get the hoe as well. Okay, we've actually managed to put this together quicker than I thought we would. Oh! I hear Stahl! I hear the best music disc. Where is it? Where are you? Is he underground? Where is it? I could... Where are you? Is it underground? It must be. I want it. I want it. You will give me stall. Yes! Wait, did he drop it? Please tell me he dropped it. Oh, what's this? He didn't drop it! I wanted that! That's disappointing. In case you're wondering what was going on there, the backpacks mod adds in jukebox backpacks, and sometimes mobs will spawn with a jukebox backpack with a random music disc playing. So that skeleton had a backpack with the stall music disc, and I really wanted it, but he didn't drop it. So unfortunately, no stall for us today. Anyway, we came here for water. Let's get back on track. I got distracted there, sorry. You should play on the 2v2t server, says CoulbyJ. I mean, I could do if I absolutely hated myself and I wanted to suffer. But I don't, so I won't. Okay, so we've pretty much finished the base of the farm. We just need to set up the machine. So we need another barrel, we need 2 mechanical saws. We do need our other interface here. And then we're going to need some windmill blades as well. Do we have windmill blades already? We do. We've already got windmill blades and a bearing. So we literally just need a barrel. And then 2 sawmills. Should be easy enough to get. Thanks for following, Adam. Now, in the blueprint, I've got a block of spruce. I've got a spruce log there, but I think I'm going to replace it with a granite pillar, just so that there's some consistency with the rest of the build. I'm not sure, though. I'm not sure. Let's put the sails on, and I'll think about it. Okay, rotate this so that it's facing down. There we go, and then sails go on here. Oh, not quite. Okay, so with the sails on, I don't know. I think I will make that a spruce log, actually. No, I won't, because we don't have any. Okay, let me go to sleep and think on it. Let's... I don't know. I don't know. I don't like how that looks in the middle of it there. Let's see what else we can do with it. What else we could carve it into. We could have it layered. I don't know if that really is going to be better or worse looking. That's worse. That's definitely worse. What about a stripped log? What about a stripped acacia log? No. No, absolutely not. I don't like the colour. That doesn't fit. Stripped oak log? It kind of works. That kind of... I'm going to try birch. I think oak blends in better with the colour of the barrel. We'll go oak. Okay, it doesn't really matter what material it's made of. That's a purely decorative. That block doesn't even really need to be there. So then we just need these sawmills here. And actually, we can start planting the pumpkin seeds so that the pumpkins can start growing straight away. Let's go and harvest some from our old-fashioned manual pumpkin farm. Oh, there's a fish in here. What is it? A biad. Cool. It looks like a little catfish. It's got like little whiskers on its front. Cute. Okay, so we're going to need 12 seeds. because we got we got 12 plots. Do we? 3, 6, yeah, 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay. So we're going to pop these around the outside. They're going to grow into pumpkins, and then the pumpkins will grow onto these blocks of coarse dirt there. We might as well chop these ones up, just so we've got something to eat right now. There we go. And then we still need 2 saws. So let me double check the recipe for a mechanical saw. Andesite casing, iron nugget, and 3 plates. So we're going to need 6 plates altogether. And pop those here. And then 2 andesite casings. Should be fairly cheap. Okay, there's our plates or sheets, whatever you want to call them. So spread those around the top there. Casings at the bottom. There's our saws. Then all we need to do is pop those there and then glue it together. And if we now right click on this, ta-da! It's working. Okay, so what's basically happening here is this is using windmill blades to rotate this sort of central column here. It's got 2 saw blades here. So what's going to happen is when a pumpkin grows, it'll grow onto one of these squares of coarse dirt, and then when the saw gets around to it, it's going to harvest the pumpkin. It'll then store the pumpkin in this barrel, and when this interface lines up with this interface, it'll remove the pumpkins from the machine to this conveyor belt, where we're going to have a slicing machine. And then in this barrel here, we'll get pumpkin slices filling up. So that's the first part of the machine done. That's the hardest part, really, is the actual farm part. The slicer's easy. The slicer's going to be nice and easy to set up. So we need 2 funnels, first of all. Which I'm also going to have to check up on. I don't remember the recipes for anything in this mod. Dried kelp and an andesite alloy. Okay, we only have 1 andesite alloy. That's unfortunate. Oh, that gets us 2 funnels anyway. Okay, fair enough. So then we put this here and this here. Once again, when the pumpkin harvester gets round to here, the pumpkins will come out onto this conveyor belt, and then in the middle here we're going to have a slicing machine that slices the pumpkins into pumpkin slices. So in the middle there, I believe that's a vertical gearbox. There's a few components missing because things like shafts aren't actually stored in blueprints, so there's a couple of bits that we will need to add in. But like I say, there's definitely a vertical gearbox there, so let's go and grab one of those. Never mind, we don't have one of those. We may need more andesite. We may need to just take a quick trip to the village and grab a little bit more andesite, because we don't have enough alloy. That's also why we're going to be building an andesite alloy farm today as well. But pumpkins come first, because we desperately need to get this food situation sorted. So somewhere over here, I do have a waypoint, but I've hidden it. I think it was this. I think it was here. Yeah, it was here. Was it? No. Let me just turn the waypoint back on. Enable. Where is that? It's there. We were right next to it. Okay, so we have already taken quite a lot of andesite from here. It's going to be pretty slim pickings. Okay, I've just fallen in a big hole. Good. And now I'm on fire as well. As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, it's going to be slim pickings. We've got most of the andesite already from this area. So we'll just grab what we can for now. Okay, there is more there. There we go. This is really not going to be enough. Is there any more about? There was a block underneath here. There we go. Oh, there is more there as well. Good. Again, there's really not a lot of it here, but we gotta just get what we can. Until we get the generator set up, we're relying on just what we can find out in the world. And also, I believe Terralith does affect the generation of andesite naturally, which makes it a bit harder to find. So do be warned if you're going to be playing the Create mod with Terralith. Might make it a little bit hard to find andesite. Where's the village? This way? How do you feel about the laws, says Alfie Dickinson. If you mean the Supreme Court decision from last week, I do have a video about that, which I posted on Wednesday, I believe, or it may have been Thursday. I posted a video about it, just sort of sharing my thoughts on the matter. I don't really want to talk about it too much on stream, because I'm just here to have fun. But I have got a video about that if you want to go and check that out. It is what it is, ultimately. It's what's done is done. And that's basically the end of that for the time being. Okay, whip some more andesite alloy up, and then we are going to need a vertical gear. Is it just one vertical gearbox? We might actually need more than one. We need one at the bottom, and then... No, it is just one vertical gearbox. Which requires an andesite casing surrounded by cogwheels. So 1, 2, 3, 4 cogwheels, one andesite casing gets us a gearbox, and then if we pop that in our crafting table again, that gets us a vertical gearbox. Has this harvested anything yet? No, none of them have grown big enough yet to be harvested. What mod is this? Says XS Punisher. The mod that I'm using for all the machines and stuff is called Create. So everything that you can see here, all of this stuff, is the Create mod. Okay, so then we're going to need a vertical shaft and a small cogwheel. And in front of this cogwheel is where we're going to attach the slicer. And behind it, we're just going to have a shaft coming out where our power supply is going to go in. We need to provide 32 RPM. It needs to rotate at 32 RPM to be able to power the slicing machine. But we'll sort that out afterwards, as long as we get the actual machine in place. For now, that's the main thing. So how do we actually make the slicer? A turntable, andesite casing, and a cogwheel. Fairly cheap stuff there. We don't have any slabs. Okay, ooh, turntable. More shafts. Cogwheel. And a casing. Stop picking up the bread. And that gets us our slicer. And then this is the fun part. So what we need to do now is make a knife. We do already have a knife, but I'm going to craft a fresh one for this. Because the machine is going to use it. But if we put a knife on the slicer, we get this thing. Which, when it's powered on, this is going to spin round, and anything that goes under it will get sliced to pieces. I'm going to use that to make pumpkin slicers. Now, obviously, it's not going to actually hurt us, but for the sake of realism, I've put a little bit of a glass safety panel in the blueprint, so we'll build that as well. We need three clear glass trapdoors. How do we make clear glass trapdoors? Framed glass trapdoor. Okay, 3 framed glass, and then 3 regular trapdoors, I guess. Do we have sand? We do have sand. Okay. So I think you just put glass into a stone cutter, maybe? Hey there, says Griffin. How are you doing, Griffin? Welcome to the stream. Okay, let's try putting this in the stone cutter then. Yep, that makes framed glass, and then we combine that with regular trapdoors to make framed glass trapdoors. We got 1 trapdoor, so we're going to need a couple more. Oh, never mind, we get 2 a time. Good. Thanks for following, Griffin. Okay, so there's our framed glass trapdoors. And we're going to put these along the bottom. Oh, whoops, I didn't think that through. They're not going to open the right way. I don't think we can put one in the middle. We need to put a solid block there. There we go. And then get rid of that. Okay, so there's our safety panel, so we don't accidentally slice our own head off. Then I think we also want, yeah, we want a warning triangle, a warning sign, sorry, which is just a steel, an iron sheet. I'm good, thanks. How are you? Says Griffin. I'm very good. Yes, not doing too badly. Ooh, stone cutter. There we go. I mean, things have been better. Let's be honest. It would be a lie if I said I wasn't a little bit unhappy, shall we say, with recent events. But I'm doing okay in myself. You know, it's all good. It's all good. Okay, so then we are going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 copycat panels, which we are going to use with a with limestone, not limestone, calcite. Forget what I just said. I completely lost my train of thought there. We need 10 copycat panels. That was the main gist of what I was trying to say. So if you've never used Create before, a copycat panel basically is a panel that you can disguise as any other block. You can put any block covering on it. We don't actually have enough zinc to make any, though, so I'm going to have to go and just grab a little bit of that. Hope your day gets better, says Griffin. It's not necessarily that I'm having a bad day. I'm definitely not having a bad day. I'm having a good day. I'm having a bad month. But yeah, no, honestly, I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay, there was a big cave entrance somewhere around here. There was a big hole. Oh, there it is. Ow. Okay, well, that'll do. Is there any zinc down here, perchance? Ow. Okay, I'm here for zinc. I've come in search of zinc. Whoa! Right, that was unnecessary. Doesn't seem to be any down there. Aha! There we go. Oh, what's this? Miner's cave. Oh, a cave carrot. Interesting. Oh, this is silver. I don't want silver. I need zinc. Silver's literally useless to me. You can't use it for anything. And lead's useless as well, because we're not using nuclear stuff yet. I need zinc. Zinc? Anywhere? Where is it all? I swear to God, like, there's normally zinc everywhere. The create mod, like, the spawn rate of zinc is normally so high. I'm not seeing any at all right now. There we go. Thank God for that. Okay, how am I gonna get out of here? I think we're just gonna dig our way up. Oh, never mind. Looks like the sunlight here. Perfect. There we go. Where's base? Over there. Hopefully we can get the machine up and running before the first pumpkins are grown. Because if not, then we're going to end up with a backlog of them and the machine's not going to be able to keep up. How's it looking? It doesn't look like there's been any grown yet, so not too concerned. Let's get this zinc smelted. There we go. And we needed, what was it, 10 panels? There we go. And I believe... Well, let me check. I think it was this layered calcite. Really don't have time for you guys right now. Okay, and there. Okay, it was not the layered calcite. The one that we want has the texture, has the square texture on the side. So it may have been calcite pillar. There we go. Okay, and then we want 2 on the back. 4 on this side. And then 2 on top. There we go. Okay, so the machine, I mean, it's done. The machine's ready. It just needs power. We just need to plug in some a water wheel at the back so that it actually gets the rotational power it needs, and then it's ready to go. Let's go sleep. So I think we're going to need a flywheel. Not a flywheel. I keep calling it a flywheel. A speed controller is what we need. Precision mechanism. Okay, 5 small cogwheels, 5 small cogwheels, 5 large cogwheels, and 5 iron nuggets. Boo, there we go, and of course a gold sheet. We'll take spares just in case. That's definitely something else that we'll have to set up in future as well, a precision mechanism farm, because precision mechanisms are pretty essential as well for anything made with brass. Okay, so we put this here, and then into the deployer we go, there we go, 1, 2, 3. Hopefully it works first time. It has worked. Brilliant. Okay, so there's our precision mechanism, and then I think, yeah, brass casing. Do we have any brass? Oh wait, we already have a rotation speed controller, so now we got a spare precision mechanism. Okay, good. Good to know. Do we have a small water wheel? We got a big water wheel. I kind of want a small one for this. Because what I'm thinking is, if I just cleared this tree here, and possibly this tree as well. We're going to have the speed controller here. Like so. With a large cogwheel above it. There we are. And then the... oh, wait, hang on. Where's the input going to be here? Hang on a minute. Let me just put some stuff in my backpack, because I've got way too much stuff in my inventory right now. We need to sort this out. Okay, so... we need a water wheel, so let me get some water, first of all. There we go. So, water wheel... Hang on a minute, I've got an idea. Let's bring this out a little bit further to here. We'll put the controller there. And then fill this back in. And then we could have 2 small water wheels, one at either side, to provide the rotational force for the machine there. One, 2. We will need another bucket of water. But if we put one here, and then one there, bucket of water there. That's not doing anything. I think we need to go down another block. There we go. Shovel's broken. Okay, so the machine is working now, and you can see that the slicer there is rotating, but it's not spinning fast enough, so we do need to increase the rotational speed there to 32. There we are. And I'm going to power this water wheel as well, just so we got a bit of extra stress unit being provided. What mod is this, says Harry? This is the Create mod. There's quite a few mods in the pack that I'm using, but the main one is Create. Oh, I just heard the slicer. It's working. I heard it slicing. We got pumpkin slicers! Yes! Okay, so now we can actually see the machine in action. So if you keep watching, the machine's going to start slicing that pumpkin there. Well, first it's going to saw it. There it goes. Okay, so that pumpkin is now inside the storage of the contraption there. And then when the contraption, when these two interfaces line up, the pumpkin will come out here. There we go. And get sliced by the machine. And we got pumpkin slicers. And that's how it works. It might seem a bit slow right now, but we're just going to, bear in mind this is going to be running permanently, full time. So it's going to give us a constant supply of pumpkins. Just so that the slicers got something to keep it busy, though, I am going to go and grab the pumpkins that are already down here on this farm. We are going to abandon this farm at this point because we don't actually need it anymore. There's no need for us to be growing pumpkins down here when we've got an actual pumpkin farm. So we'll get all of that taken up. There's probably a quicker way. I could just mine the blocks, really, but come on, turn back into normal dirt, please. There we go. Okay. But now I can just stick all of these pumpkins into the contraption. There we go. And that's it. Now, obviously, it depends on the random tick speed, which I have slightly boosted the random tick speed, so the pumpkins will grow slightly faster than normal. It's still going to be a slow process, but the point is that it is an infinite process, so we don't have to worry about getting food anymore. We can just come over to this barrel, and there will always be some pumpkins in there once it's up and running properly. We should be getting quite a few coming through now because I loaded some in there. There we go. You get the idea. You see how it works. I think I am going to move this a little bit closer, though. Actually, let's let me replace these few blocks around the outside here. Thanks for following, Colm Bell. I should get another shovel, actually, but It's only a few blocks. In fact, no, I will get a shovel because there's a few more blocks that need to be done as well. Okay, we'll make a new shovel because I don't have one apparently. There we are. I can hear the slicer working again. There it goes. And there we have it. We got infinite pumpkins. Isn't that nice? So I'm going to move this little setup here a little bit closer to the machine itself, just because it'll look a bit nicer. And I guess since we've used, I mean, should we use granite or calcite? I think we use calcite actually. I'm liking these calcite pillars as well. So we'll put these, we'll build a little frame out of calcite pillars and put the water wheel setup in the middle of it. Okay, we can break this for a second. And then move these back a block. Then... oh, I don't... Oh, we'll just leave that for now. And a couple more for the middle. Let's say 1, 2, 3. Let's say 4 more. And we could... We'll just keep the bricks for the base, I'm thinking. For underneath the water. So these can be pillars, then a pillar here and there. The controller's going to go in the middle, and then underneath. You're not going to see underneath anyway, but I'll know it's there. So we'll put bricks down there. There we go. Okay, controller. We can't actually set the controller without breaking a block, but that's okay. Water wheel there, water wheel there, and put the speed up to 32. Put that block back, and there we go. And that's working again. And are there any pumpkins in there right now? There are 7 pumpkins in there right now, so there'll be some more chopping happening in a minute. One thing I would like to set up... Oh, actually. I don't like that. I don't like that these Why aren't these textures connecting? It's because there isn't... I know why. I know why. That's fixable. By making more calcite pillars. There it goes again, chopping away. Making more pumpkin slices for me. Okay, so we need to do the corners underneath as well, or they won't connect properly. And they look so much better when they connect properly. And it's not like calcite's particularly hard to find. Now that we've got access to a Yellowstone biome, we really don't have to worry about running out of calcite anytime soon. We can use as much of it as we could ever need. There we are. So one more thing that I would like to do before we move on to our next machine is I'm going to put a metal bracket at the back there. Just because that looks a little bit more solid. And we're probably going to put one here as well. And in fact, we got one shaft left. Let's put one on the back as well. I think that just makes it look a lot more solid. It doesn't just look like the shaft is floating in midair. It's, you know, it's firm, it's attached. I'm happy with that. So there is our automatic pumpkin farm running away. It will continue indefinitely. And we never have to worry about harvesting pumpkins by hand again. Okay, so before we move on to the next machine, though, I just want to... I'm going to move this back one block, just so that it looks a little bit neater there. And there we have it. We got more than a stack, so... First project of the day done, and it took us an hour, near enough. Which means we got 2 hours to get stuck into our second project of the day, which is an andesite alloy farm. So, let's head over to the site of the alloy farm. In fact, let's put away our blueprint for the... it is this one, isn't it, that was for the pumpkin farm. Yeah, we don't need that anymore. What we do need is this one, which is going to go right here. Okay, block back. There we go. And, oh, it needs to be facing the other direction as well. Okay, and this, as I say, is going to be our andesite alloy farm. And as you can see, it's a bit bigger than the pumpkin farm. It's quite a sizable machine. But andesite production is quite a complicated process, so just to talk you through the blueprint before we actually start building, what's going to happen is on top of this tower here is a lava generator, a cobblestone generator, sorry. Then we've got some mechanical drills that are going to destroy the cobblestone and drop it into these millstones. They're going to grind the cobblestone into gravel. The gravel is then going to be washed to produce flint and iron nuggets. The iron nuggets and flint are then going to be compacted along with lava from this infinite lava generator to make andesite, and then the andesite is going to be mixed with iron nuggets to make andesite alloy. It's a very complicated process, but this machine is going to do it all for us. So we need to get stuck in. We really need to get this machine up and running today for future projects. We're going to need a lot of andesite. Is there a realistic shader? This shader is called Mellow Shader, which I think is fairly vanilla-y, but also kind of realistic with the lighting and stuff like that. I think it's very good. Oh, actually, I'm not going to take those while we've already got a full stack. But you can see there again, Pumpkin Farm is working away without us. I'm not going to get distracted by it because we have other stuff that we need to be getting on with, but I think it looks so cool. I think we've done a good job there. Okay, back to work, back to work. So first things first, we are going to need... let's do the belts first. Let's do the belts before anything else. Let's go get some more andesite and make a few belts. Oh, fuck's sake, there's a raid because I got Bad Omen. I should have just turned raids off because they add nothing of value to my Minecraft experience. Yo, says Jude. How are you doing, Jude? Welcome to the stream. Okay. Oh. I hear another music box. Not you. Not interested in you. Who's got the music? Who's got the backpack? Who's got the backpack? Show yourself. Yo says Limitless FBA, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Where are you? Is it down in the cave? Yep, okay, good. It is. I see him. It is a skeleton. I'm good, you, says Limitless FBA. I'm not too bad, yeah. Pretty good stream so far. Pretty good day. Okay. I need that skeleton. I need that skeleton dead. Oh, he's fallen down. Okay, you know what? I actually don't think it's worth it. We got bigger fish to fry. We'll find another skeleton with a music backpack. I really am getting too easily distracted when there's things that we need to be doing. We need to be getting this farm set up. Let me get some torches out of my backpack, put them in my offhand. What's this? Volcanic stone. Oh, don't think I've had that before. What mods are these? So I'm using a custom mod pack called Create Ad Astra. If you're a member of the Discord, you can download it in the Minecraft channel. But the main mods in the pack are Create, Ad Astra, Backpacks, Farmer's Delight, all the usual quality of life stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna box you off there because I don't want to deal with you. Thank you very much. $18 is not really good enough though, is it? We need a lot more than that. Okay, that'll have to do for now. And the thing is, andesite alloy is so expensive as well. You need 2 blocks of andesite to make 1 andesite alloy. It is a ridiculous exchange rate. Once the generator's running, though, it's just another thing that we're not going to have to worry about in future. So now there are going to be raiders about because I accidentally started a raid by coming here. But it doesn't matter because we're going straight back home. Okay, zinc. Oh, I've got andesite in my... We had andesite this whole time. Would you believe it? Okay, I'm gonna save a little bit just in case. Because we may well need it for other stuff. And where are our belts? There we go. Oh, actually, we should probably start with the floor. We need to put in a floor, which I've chosen to use stone bricks. Although, oh, actually, we could use tough bricks. We got quite a lot of tough, and tough does look... It makes a very nice brick, I've got to say. I'm a big fan of tough bricks. Oh no, but these aren't the vanilla tough bricks. These are modded tough bricks. Never mind. Tough's awful. Hate tough. So we are going to have to use regular old stone. What's 14? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 140. Call it 2 stacks. Let's make another pickaxe. I really didn't want to use my diamond pickaxe too much for mining. I wanted to save it for blocks that it's actually needed for, but I have accidentally almost used it up. Hey Saul, happy Easter, says Stormtrooper. Thank you very much, Stormtrooper. How are you doing? Okay, back to the quarry. I'm alright, just bored. How are you? I'm alright. Doing very good. Enjoying Minecraft Monday as usual. Okay, I did say 2 stacks, but we're actually going to need a slight bit more than that. We need 140. So that's a stack, 2 stacks plus 12. Let's call it 2 stacks and 16. Minecraft Monday, yes, says Lyndon. Hi, Lyndon, how are you doing? And Jacob also says hi. Welcome to the stream, both of you. You join me right now. We're currently collecting some stone because we're making a stone brick platform for our andesite generator. Oh, is this going to be the perfect amount? 2 stacks and 16. That is exactly how much I wanted. Perfect. So if you weren't here earlier in the stream, by the way, guys, just to quickly show you what I built. In the first half of the stream, we built this little pumpkin farm here. And this is going to generate infinite pumpkins for us. Basically just a rotating saw that's going to automatically cut the pumpkins. And then this machine slices them. So we got an infinite supply of pumpkin slices. I like the shaders, says Jacob. Thanks, Jacob. This is the mellow shader that I'm using. Fantastic shader. Very nice vanilla-y sort of shader. Highly recommend. Take your time. A word about fans, by the way, if anyone is playing with Create and you want to set up a smelter like what I've got here, the speed of the fan doesn't affect how fast it actually smelts stuff. No matter how fast the fan is rotating, it'll take the same amount of time to smelt. You can increase the speed by adding more fans, though. So if we had 2 fans pointing at the same block, it would smelt faster. But if it's just 1 fan, doesn't matter how fast it's spinning, it'll take the same amount of time to cook. What's the mod called? This is the Create mods that I've used for most of the machines so far. Yeah, the calcite bricks for the walls, they're from the Create mod as well. And are these granite bricks? Yeah, the granite ones are from Create too. Okay, regular old stone bricks. And then we're just going to fill this platform in. There are going to be some gaps eventually. Oh, I've accidentally moved the... There we go. Is that the right way? No, it's... There we go. There are going to be some gaps in the floor when we put the other machinery in. But for now, it's easiest if we just fill it in completely. Ignore that misplaced brick, we'll come back to it. Okay, so then we are going to need, again, we're not using spruce logs because we don't have any, but we do still have some granite pillars, so we'll put those there, one there and one there, and then we can start putting the belts in. So there is going to be a belt here, which is going to take the finished andesite alloy to a chest there. Then we're going to need a belt here. A belt there. And we still need a few more. I think we might just need to craft a whole host of new belts, because we do need quite a lot of them. Oh, we might need to get some more kelp, actually, because we appear to be running low on belts. Do we not have any in storage anywhere? Nope. Okay. I've accidentally rotated the blueprint again. There we go. Okay, so then we want one here to here. Yeah, this machine's going to take a bit longer to build. It's much more involved, but it'll be worth it in the end. Oh, there's whales! Look at that. Big old catch-a-lot whales. Oh, is he cut up? Oh, he's damaged. Oh, poor guy. So he's got scars. Thanks for all the gifts, by the way, Jacob. Very kind of you. Ice cream, Easter heart, sparkler, TikToks, heart puffs, all very much appreciated. Okay, this should solve the the belt situation for now. A kelp farm would be good as well. We could definitely make a radial kelp farm too. I was about to say kelp farm would be useful. Yeah, because we need it. We need it to make conveyor belts, which obviously a very important part of the create mods. We're going to need lots of conveyor belts, so we are going to need lots of kelp. Although we do have quite a lot for the time being. And I think we smoke this. Take your time. There we go. That's better. Okay, so now we got 10 belts. Now there are a few belts that we can replace with adjustable, with chain gear shifts. So if we just come around here, you can see here, this was a belt, and I replaced it with a chain drive instead, which looks a lot nicer. I think we'll probably do the same thing for a couple of the belts in this. We don't need to keep them all as belts. We'll rotate this the right way around again. Like here at the back, there was supposed to be a belt connecting these fans together, but it doesn't really need to be one. It can be an encased chain drive instead. We do definitely need a belt here, though. Here to here. No, not to there, actually. It needs to be back a block. There we go. Okay, so those are all the basic belts that we need on the ground level. Maybe, yeah, let's get the lava generator set up next. So we need 9 cauldrons. We're going to need more iron. If you haven't played Minecraft in a while, by the way, you can generate infinite lava now by using cauldrons and dripstone. Which is precisely what we're going to do, because we need lava to produce andesite. You know what? I've just realised we could put the blueprint in. I could put the blueprint in my offhand. Will it still be visible in my offhand? Maybe. If that works, then we can use that to place the blocks, so I'm not constantly switching back and forth. I'm just going to get iron, by the way. That's where we're heading now. This mountain here is absolutely covered in iron ore. How are you, says Kieran. I'm pretty good, Kieran. How are you doing? Oh, actually, I think this hill here has quite a lot of iron ore too, so we can get some from here. I mean, there's some right there. Did you kill the dragon? Says Caravadis. No, we're not going to be doing any dragon killing in this playthrough. I've not really fussed about like finishing the game in that sense. I've never really been that bothered about completing the story of Minecraft. What we are going to be doing though is going to space. I want to visit every planet in the Ad Astra and Ad Extendra mod, which includes every planet in the solar system, including some of the named dwarf planets. And there's also a couple of planets outside the solar system as well, so that should keep us busy long enough that we won't have to worry about the Ender Dragon anytime soon. Okay, there's not actually as much iron here as I thought there would be. There is dripstone, though. Is there a dripstone cave under here? Nope, it's just blocks out in the open. Okay, we do need to find some dripstone. Because the infinite lava generator won't work without dripstone. Doesn't seem to be any back here. We'll find some. Lyndon says, I still don't get the clock video. I think I've just seen it, lol. Think you explaining it made me overthink it. It's, yeah, don't overthink it. It's not a good joke, to be clear. The explanation was me trying to make it funny, because the joke on its own was absolutely not a good joke. So don't think too hard about it. Thanks for following, by the way, Kieran. Am I going to play ETS 2 today, says Aiden. Not today, Aiden. Minecraft only today. I'm going to be playing Euro Truck tomorrow. Oh, stop stealing my pumpkin slices, Seagull. I thought you played controller, says Sync. I did play controller when I was back on Bedrock, but I've been playing with my keyboard and mouse since I switched over to Java. Okay, let's grab... Well, we're going to need 9 cauldrons, so that's at least... let's just get what we can find. If I could get 2 stacks, that would probably be more than enough for what we need right now. Okay, emerald's not really necessary, but I'll grab some anyway. You never know. Could come in handy. There's some up there, but there's also some down here, which is easier to get to. We are going to need a good supply of coal as well in future, because Astra has a lot of recipes involving steel, and steel, to craft steel we need carbon, we need coal and iron. Now there's 2 different recipes. There's a recipe from Create Nuclear that uses coal and iron, and then there's a recipe from Astra that can use charcoal. So if we use the Create Nuclear recipe, we need to use actual coal, which is going to be a little bit trickier because you can't farm actual coal. Whereas if we use charcoal, then we can use the Astra recipe instead. And they're pretty much interchangeable for most purposes, so we'll see. That's for a future stream anyway. We don't need to worry about steel yet. We don't need to worry about any of the Astra stuff yet. We're not going to be going to space for a long time yet. Okay, that's a stack. Exactly a stack. We could do with more. Although we have already got 36 ingots, so I think that'll do for now, actually. Let's head back. It doesn't hurt to grab some on the way past if we see any, but we're not going to look out for any more for now. Oh, it's getting dark as well. We need to get back before mobs start spawning. Alpaca. Llama, sorry. Same difference. It's getting dark. I don't think we're going to make it. This is why we need a sleeping bag. Why have I not made a sleeping bag yet? The only thing about pumpkin slices is they're quite low saturation, so they don't fill you up for very long, which is a concern. Hi Dexter, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Okay, let's go and smelt this. And let's put another stack of kelp on there. Oh god, this backpack really needs sorting out. Okay, how many cauldrons can I create already? 5, that's not bad. There we go. In fact, I'll wait for these. And then 4 more. Not very good at making things efficient, mate, says Ellis. JM, what's not efficient about this? I've got every single machine from the Create mods in a very compact space. Okay, so the cauldrons go here. We do need to dig up the floor because there's going to be lava. There's going to be pipes underneath them, which are going to pump the lava into the compacting machine. But this is going to be our infinite lava generator, which then feeds into the andesite generator. So we're also going to need 2 basins and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. By the looks of it, 6 funnels, 6 andesite funnels. Which are just andesite alloy and kelp. Make things smelt faster. There's no way to make things smelt faster without adding more fans, and that would just make it look horrendously bad. I'm more concerned about like the aesthetics of it rather than the speed of the smelting. Okay, so that's going to go here, and then 1 here, and then we need the other one here. It's going to have underneath it a well, for now we can just put a shaft there. But it's going to have a pipe to pump the lava in from underneath. And then 1... Oh, not that. We need 1... I've rotated it again. I keep rotating the blueprint. Is this the version with the Jenny mod? No. What's the Jenny mod? I don't actually know what that is. Oh, we need a trash can as well. And then 1 more here. Okay, so we need a trash can, vertical gearbox, and a barrel. There we go. Barrel, and how do I make a trash can? Stone, tough lid, and a chest. Wait. Oh, for God's sake, I need more cobblestone. Okay. But I don't get why that's necessary to make a trash can. I would have made it out of iron, but... Oh, there's suspicious gravel here. Didn't even notice. That's still not enough. We need one more. I'm going to have to go to the quarry just for the sake of one block. And then we need a chest as well. So it is starting to look unlikely that we'll get the machine finished today. But I will build as much of it as I can. Okay, there's the trash can. If you're wondering what the trash can's for, it's because this machine is going to produce an excess of gravel, and we don't want gravel just spilling all over the place. So this trash can is going to get rid of any spare gravel that gets produced. If we ever need gravel in the future for whatever reason, we can just replace that with a chest and collect some up. But yeah, that'll get rid of our excess gravel. And then there's a vertical gearbox there. Okay, what next? Let's go for the copper pipes next. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, wait, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 pipes, and then one pump. 12 pipes and a pump. Okay, pipes are easy. And then a pump, I think we just combine with a cogwheel. Scotty Dog says, I've never played Minecraft. What makes it so popular? The fact that you can build anything? Yeah, pretty much. It's the game's popularity is just because it's like it's a sandbox, right? So you can build, you know, whatever you want. It's very open-ended. Okay, so we're going to need, I think, 8 of these copper sheets, which is half of the copper that we've got. So we are going to be running low on copper. Never thought I'd see the day. The good news, though, is that we're not running low on kelp. We are running low on backpack space as well, though. But yeah, like I say, Scotty Dog, I think the appeal really just comes from the creativity of it, and like the fact that you can do absolutely anything as long as it's square. Okay, so I actually need to take up the floor here, because underneath these cauldrons we're going to have some copper piping. Oh, I've lost a block. Where did that go? There. Okay, so the pipes, as you can see, are connecting to the underside of the cauldrons. So when the cauldrons get filled with lava, the pipes will pump it out into our machine. So we're then going to need a pipe there. Oh, I'm stuck. There we go. Okay. Where did I have the pump? I've got the pump here. And the pump obviously has to be powered. But once it is, that'll, as I say, pump lava into that basin. Put the cauldrons back on top. There we are, it's coming together. We could put a facade there to hide that stone brick underneath. I'm not sure if we will or not, but it's an option. We'll see. There we go. We've lost another block of stone somewhere as well. I don't know. Has it gone in the trash can, maybe? It's possible. We do need to whitelist gravel. In fact, I'll do that now. We don't have any gravel. Okay, and more obstacles. Okay, let's grab a block of this. I think I just accidentally rotated the blueprint again as well. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to put a block of gravel in the whitelist of the trash can, which means this trash can will now only delete gravel. So if anything goes in there that isn't gravel, it won't be deleted. So if we accidentally get anything stuck in there, it won't be destroyed. Okay, what do we need next? A whisk and a press, I think, are probably the best ideas next. And then we need a couple more vertical gearboxes as well, but we'll get to those. Okay, press, I think, requires a full block of iron. It does indeed. And then a whisk, or a mixer, rather, is cogwheel, andesite casing, and a whisk. So we need 5 iron sheets. Oh, we're out of andesite alloy. My god. I mean, that is why we're building this generator, for this exact purpose, that it's going to produce andesite alloy for us, so... How are we out of... Oh. I'm going to have to go and mine more andesite, aren't I? Okay, there's a bit here, which is better than nothing. I think we should focus on making the machine work before we focus on making it look nice. So there's a few things like girders and stuff like that. They're purely decorational. We won't bother building them until after we got the machine up and running. Let's just focus on the actual functionality of it first. Oh, cogwheel. Okay, so mixer is going to go above this basin. That's a press. Mixer goes above this basin. Press goes above this basin. Okay. These are both deploying in the right direction. Yep, good. So what else do we need then? We need the drills. We need, I think there's a chest goes there. So we need 3 mechanical drills. We need 2 washers. We need 1... My D key keeps getting stuck. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chutes and 2 smart chutes, as well as some funnels as well. 2 brass funnels. It's expensive stuff. Expensive business. Okay, chutes. Chutes are easy. Chutes are cheap. And we've already got 2. So we only need 4 more. But then we need smart chutes as well, which are made with brass. That'll be a bit trickier. Sorry, I'm not picking my nose, I'm just scratching it. Okay, so there's our chutes. I've rotated it again. And the chutes are going to go... Oh, I think this belt needs to come back a block, actually. There we go. So chute 1, 2, 3. And then... Wait, I can't see from there. 3 along the top. Okay. Not there. There. Okay. Then... It's complicated, this. It's complicated business. So we need a chest here, a double chest here. I want it to be working by the end of the stream. It doesn't need to be finished, like we don't need to get all the decoration done, but I want it to actually be functional by the end of the stream. And I think we can do it. It is starting to come together quite swiftly, really. Okay, so then we need 2 brass funnels and 2 smart chutes. Funnels, please. Electron tube, brass ingot, and dried kelp. Okay, do we have any brass? We do. We don't have any rose quartz, but we can whip some of that up quite easily. There we are. And then we need sandpaper. Three more iron sheets. All of this stuff is going to be automated eventually. The thing is, right now, obviously, we're still only on episode 3. So I'm still going back and forth between machines, running about, getting stuff, you know, to where it needs to be. But eventually, all of this will be automated. Conveyor belts will just take everything where it needs to be, and we won't have to move anything by hand ever again. Like Factorio, basically. I mean, this mod pack is literally just Factorio, but in Minecraft. Which is the intention, because you know how much I love Factorio. Okay, how do we make smart chutes as well, by the way? I've accidentally just tabbed out of the game there. Smart chute. Regular chute, electron tube, and a brass sheet. And we're going to need 2 of those. So that's 2 brass sheets. Two regular chutes. And 2 electron tubes. We've thankfully got electron tubes already. We just made some for the funnels themselves. And though that will get us our smart chutes. The reason we need the smart chutes is because we only want certain blocks to be removed from the contraption above. Basically, if you've used hoppers in vanilla Minecraft, the way chutes work is very similar. So if something goes into the top chute, it'll automatically drop down to the bottom one. But for these chutes here, we only want flint and iron ingots to go through, not gravel. So that's why we need these smart chutes to be able to sort the outputs there. Okay, so I think next up we are going to need our washers. We're going to need 2 washers, and they are going to blow water, so we're also going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 framed glass trapdoors. Where's our framed glass? There we go. Okay, there's the trapdoors, and the fans are going to need more andesite alloy, which we don't have. We need to go andesite mining again. As much as it's started to annoy me that we're having to go and do it every 10 minutes, we need more andesite. Just, come on, just let me sleep, please. Let me sleep. It's dark enough. It's nighttime. How's the pumpkin farm doing? Whoa, look at that! Look at all those pumpkins. Once we get the auto feeder, we don't even have to eat. The backpack will just feed us whenever we're hungry. And then that really is it. Then we never have to worry about food again, ever. Oh, piss off, raiders. I think we've almost exhausted the andesite over here, though, which is concerning, because we still need quite a lot of it to get this machine up and running. We're also going to need 3 mechanical drills, 3 millstones. I think that's it, actually, and then a lot of belts and shafts, as usual, and some encased chain drives. Okay, where's... There we go. What annoys me is there is andesite here, but it's very... You know, it's not just andesite, it's mixed in with all this other stuff, which means you have to mine so many blocks just to get the block that you actually came here for, which is the andesite. And it's a pretty paltry amount, to be honest. 8 blocks, that's nothing. That's nowhere near as much as we're going to need. 10 blocks. That's better, but still terrible. $16. It'll do for now. It's better than nothing. I just want to get away from this guy who's got the backpack that's playing creepy music at me. Okay, 16. That will make us 8 more andesite alloy, which is absolutely not enough. So 3 fans, 3 drills, 3 millstones, all of which are going to need andesite. No, 2 fans. 2 fans, 3... Ow. 2 fans, 3 drills, 3 millstones. Oh, I accidentally placed a torch there. Never mind. Right, more iron plates. we should just prepare, you know, for the future and make a bunch of iron plates because we need so many of them. Smelt some zinc while I'm at it. Okay, 2 fans. Then we need to make those into encased fans with andesite casings and shafts. Which means we are immediately going to run out of andesite again. And also my inventory needs sorting desperately. Okay, there's the fans. Okay, I'm not going to use girders right now because they are a waste of andesite casings, which we do not want to be wasting at this moment in time. But the fans are going to go here, facing that way. And they are going to need water on top of them. In front of them, sorry. So we do need to build a little bit of a protective housing for the water to go in. There we go. Then 2 blocks on the sides, 2 blocks on the top and bottom. Wait, hang on a minute. Oh no, those are supposed to go a block higher. There we go. Okay, and then we go here and here. And then if I can just squeeze around the outside here, we're going to need to put 2 on top as well. So 1 here and here. Okay, and then we are going to put 2 blocks of water inside. And because it's going to be waterlogged trapdoors, the water shouldn't actually flow all over the place. It should stay contained within the trapdoor. There you go. And then same again for the other one. And put the chute back in. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Next thing we're going to need is 3 drills and 3 millstones. So let's look at drills first. Andesite alloy. 3 each. That means we're going to need 9 andesite alloy. Plus 3 per casing, so that means we're going to need 12 andesite alloy. Millstones need 1 each, so that means we're going to need 15 andesite alloy, which means we're going to need 30 blocks of andesite, which means we need to go mining again. You see why I'm trying to make an andesite farm? You see why I want this block to be produced infinitely, so we have to go mining for it every 5 seconds. And I'm not being funny, but I think we've almost exhausted the supply of andesite at this site as well. Like, there's not a lot of it left down there, which means we're going to have to find somewhere else to get it if we can't get this set up today. Where have I put my torches? What? Why have I don't even know what I'm doing right now. There. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. Yeah. Is that Java version, says Sajin? Yes, I am on Java edition. Heavily modded. Two blocks. No, one block. One single block. Okay, I think we might need to start worrying about the andesite situation now. There's got to be more of it in here somewhere. There's got to be more buried. There's a bit. Okay. What does the mod do? So the main mod that I'm using is called Create, which adds in lots of cool machinery. You will see when I get back to base that we're in the process of building a machine at the minute that's going to give us infinite andesite once it's working. I can't find any. I think we might have actually... Oh, thank God. We got to be getting close to running out of andesite right now. There cannot be much left here. $24. I said 30, I think, didn't I? So we still need more. Ah, fallen. Actually, can we... I think if you make andesite alloy in the mixer, it's cheaper. Oh, I'm going the wrong way here. We need to be heading back to the village. Yeah, I think it costs half as much if you make it with a mixer, so we can put this in the mixer, and that'll get us 24 instead of 12, which still isn't a lot, but it will be a bit more helpful for us. Okay, we're back. So, sort my hair out. Where's my zinc? It's there. Okay. Yeah. So I think if we put them in here instead, There we go. Okay, so that will mix for us, and it'll make twice as much andesite alloy as it would with a crafting table. We should have been doing that the whole time, really. It would have made things a lot easier for us, but it's still not going to be very much in the grand scheme of things. It should be enough for us to finish off the machines, which is the main thing. Okay, so then we need 3 casings. But then we also need another 3 casings for the drill. So let's go ahead and make 6 casings. Oh, actually, I can make these casings without stripping the logs by hand as well now. Look, I can do this. Ta-da! We got a log stripper! We can do it all without using our hands. We can do it all by machine. The future's now. I don't even need to deploy it by hand. I can put those on there. And then I can... Oh, hold on. Put those in the deployer's hand. And it's making andesite casing for us. We didn't touch a single thing. Okay. Drill. ×3, please. And millstone. Also ×3. We need cogs for that. There we go. Now let's go and pop those in place on our machine. Okay, so the millstones go directly above the chutes, and then the drills go 1 block above and back. I'm actually going to need that chute. Okay, so millstone 1, 2, and 3. Then the drills go here, all the way around. 1, 2, and 3. And that is everything in terms of the technical side of it. We just need to connect it all together with belts. But that's basically everything we need. So what's going to happen is there's going to be a lava generator up top. Not a lava generator, a cobblestone generator up top. The drills are going to destroy the cobblestone, which then drops into the millstones that turn it into gravel. Some of the gravel gets put onto this belt here. The rest of it gets washed by this machine here. And washing it is going to produce flint and iron nuggets. Then the flint, gravel, and superheated lava get compacted together to make andesite. And then the andesite and the iron nuggets from earlier get mixed together to make andesite alloy. It's a complicated process, but it's going to work. So next we need... Oh, we actually needed a couple more glass trapdoors there. We'll get to that in a minute. So next we need to set up our infinite lava... our cobblestone generator. Sorry, I keep saying lava generator, but it's a cobblestone generator we need up top there. And I am going to use, as you can see on the blueprint there, I believe that's layered granite, which we've got a little bit of, but we are going to need to go and grab some more of that. In fact, what do we have in here? Not much. If we could use calcite, we could use the same calcite bricks that we've been using for our other contraptions. If, in fact, we could keep it like this, because this looks quite nice. No, we'll make it layered. Layered calcite. And then, do we have any girders? We got one. I'm not gonna waste it. I'm not gonna waste our andesite alloy. We'll just use tough for now and make a cheap pillar. Okay, so then we need to surround this because there's going to be lava up here, and obviously we don't want lava leaking all over the place. And then, yep, blocks on top here. And then we are going to need stairs underneath because it's going to be waterlogged. So lava's going to be up here. And 3 stairs we're going to need. And then we're going to need to get some sand, because we need quite a bit more glass. Okay, let's use polished cut calcite stairs, 3 of those. Do we have sand? Oh, I've got a little bit of sand, okay. So we're just going to make as many trapdoors, glass trapdoors as we can. We need quite a few of them. Okay, 15 framed glass, so 15 trapdoors. There we go. It's coming together. It is coming together. I know this has been a lot slower to build than the pumpkin farm, but it's a very, very important machine. We're going to need it for basically everything going forward, so it's good that we're getting it done now. We're getting it out of the way nice and early in the series. Okay, so now we just need to fill this with water. 3 buckets of it. Let's just build a little staircase there, which will get removed when we're done. And then we need 3 buckets of lava to go on top. And then our cobblestone generator's done. So 1, 2, 3. And there's the water sorted. Lava. I think we're going to have to head to the nether. Well, having said that, there is a great big volcano right there. We need a lava lake, really. Is there a lava lake near the village? No. There's a lava lake over there, but that's a bit far to walk. We'll go to the nether. Maybe not wise to go to the nether with this much crap in my backpack, because if we lose it, it's not going to be good, but I've made my decision. Can I sleep, please? You know what? I don't need to sleep. I'm going to the nether. It's going to be dark anyway. So we just need 3 blocks of lava. 3 buckets. If I can get some without having to go all the way down to lava level, that would be nice. Oh, fuck off. There's some down there. Aha! There's lava pools here. Perfect. We'll get 4 buckets. And then we can come back as well for more. So this is the toxic heap biome from Incendium, by the way. Hence the Geiger counter sound when I entered. Okay, back home. Oh, now it's night time. Yeah, now we gotta sleep. Okay, so then we literally just need to put these 3 buckets of lava on top of the water, and we've got our lava generator. Cobblestone generator. I keep calling it a lava generator. It's a cobblestone generator. Lava generator is something else, which we're also going to be building. Okay, that was a nightmare, but you can see there that we have produced cobblestone, and once the drills are powered, that will produce cobblestone indefinitely. So all we need to do now is, well, we need to get the lava generator up and running, which means we're going to need dripstone from somewhere. Was there any dripstone underneath the cliffs over there? Or could we make dripstone from dripstone blocks? No, you can't carve it. Okay, is there any hanging down under these cliffs here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so where are we going to find... Where are we going to find dripstone then? There may have been some in that granite cave, actually. Let's head back there. Okay, I'm starting to think we might actually not get this working today. Great stream, says Dagger. Thanks, Dagger. Now, where's the cave entrance? It's somewhere around here. What? That's not it. That's also not it. Where is it? Oh, don't fall in. Okay, there's something up here. Was this it? Yes, it was. Okay. So, is there dripstone? We need there to be dripstone in here. Please go away. I'm not seeing any, which is unfortunate. Yeah, it doesn't look like this is a dripstone cave. Okay, so we're going to struggle with the dripstone. We should be able to get the generator working, the andesite generator working without it, but obviously we're going to have to keep supplying it with lava until we can get the lava generator working. So let's focus on getting the andesite generator working first, and I can sort the lava generator later. You can see our base from here starting to take shape slowly but surely. What's that? A synodontis. Never heard of it. I've heard of minnows. I know what minnows are. Right, so the only other thing we need to do then is connect it all together. So we got 2 big water wheels. I think we need 2 big water wheels to power it. Yes, you can't see them, but there are supposed to be 2 big water wheels here. They don't show up in the blueprint, unfortunately. There they are. So there's going to be 1. Oh, we need something to attach them to until we get the actual girders in there. So they're going to go either side of this central column here. Obviously, we need to dig out a trench for the water. I can't remember which way we need them to rotate. Because this one's not using... I don't think this one's using a speed controller. Which means we can't set the rotation manually. We have to make sure that they're rotating the right way. Let me just move the wheels for a minute. Let's go 1 here and 1 there. And then there, and there. There. There, thank you. Obviously, shaft between those. I think, actually, what I was going to use was a vertical gearbox, and then it was going to send a shaft down into the ground there. In fact, if I break a couple of blocks here. Yeah, because it's hard to see on the blueprint. Once you've placed the stone down, it's hard to see on the blueprint where there isn't supposed to be stone. So there isn't supposed to be stone here, which is where the shaft is going to come out of the ground. And there isn't supposed to be stone here, so it's also going to come up there. Okay. So what we are going to need to do then is pop this here. And 1 above. And then we need a belt. Which is going to go here. And this is one of the belts that eventually we can replace with a chain gear, encased chain drive, which will look a lot nicer. But for now, it's fine to just do it with a belt. There we go. Okay, so that's powering the fans. Then we need the same thing here to power these. Okay, belt there. And I think that should power all of the conveyor belts in one go. Like, if that's turning, all of these conveyor belts should automatically be turning as well. This needs hooking up, and I honestly can't remember how I had that hooked up last time. So if we can... I'll tell you what we'll do. We will make another speed controller, because we've got a precision mechanism going spare. We might as well use it for a speed controller. So let's just get ourselves a brass casing. Where's our brass? There. There we go. Speed controller. There we go. And then I'll pop that here. Then a large cogwheel, which we have back in our chests over here. There we are. Okay, we're getting close. So it's I'm going off blueprint right now. I'm doing this slightly differently to how I had it planned in the blueprint, but it's gonna be for the better, I think. Yeah, let's go here. Need more shafts. Okay, rotate that the other way. And put it up to 32. Okay, I'm going to have to sleep because I can't see what's happening right now. Okay, so only one of the belts is turning. If we put a shaft there, there we go, and then one here. Okay, so all of the belts at the bottom are turning, which is good. We just need to power the machines up top now, and this belt over here, which is going to extract the output. So I think that's going to need to have a shaft going into the top, maybe. Or... hold on. Let me make a gearbox. Andesite casing. Anywhere? Nope. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, there's a gearbox. Our inventory is so full right now, but we're nearly there. I'm determined to make this work before the end of the stream. Aha! Okay, perfect. So that's all the conveyor belts turning. We just need this pump to pump. How do we do that? Because we can put a cogwheel here. But then what does it connect to on this side? Let's dig down a little bit. I'm not really sure how this is getting power, actually. I mean, it's going to be incredibly messy, but I suppose for now I could, because I just want to get it working. I just want it to work. So for the time being, we can put a belt here. I'm definitely going to clean this up off camera. And then a cogwheel there. Okay, and that gets the pump working. So just to confirm that the pump's working, if I put some lava in this cauldron now, it should get extracted and pumped into this basin, which it is doing. Okay, so the pump is working. Very, very messy. It doesn't look nice at all, but it is working. Literally, so the only things left are the machines up top. The fans, the gear shifter, the millstones. There is a vertical gearbox there, which I believe is transferring power to these two machines. But how's the power getting up there in the first place? Oh, there's a gear shifter here as well, a vertical gearbox. Right. Okay, okay. Bear with me a second. And then another encased, another andesite casing. There's your vertical gearbox. More shafts. We are really, really going to be cutting this fine in terms of materials. We're running extremely low on andesite. But that's the millstones working. So we just need the washer, the drill, and these. Okay, washer should be fairly easy. We could use big cogwheels to do the washer, actually. If we put a big cogwheel here and then another one there. And there, actually no, move it back a block. This is such a mess. I really am going to have to fix this off camera, but if it works for the purposes of the stream, then it works, you know? I just want it to produce andesite alloy before the end of the stream. I just want to see andesite alloy being produced. Okay, that's sucking instead of blowing, which is a problem. Bollocks. Okay, never mind. We can move this large cogwheel to this side instead. There we are. And then one here. And we could also step this up. Again, it's going to be horribly inelegant, but... Why are they still sucking? I know why. I know why. This is such a mess. This is so different from the blueprint. This has turned out so badly compared to what I wanted it to look like. I don't even care at this point. As long as it works, I can fix it off camera. I can make it look nice after the stream. If it does what it's supposed to do, then it's a success, right? Oh, very itchy nose. Okay. I've missed a couple of trapdoors as well, which means that's not gonna work properly. Oh, hold on. There we go. Right. We're so close. We are so close right now. We need these two machines hooking up. There we go, that's that working. Okay, big cogwheel here. Yeah, because then I can add one here. No, other side, other side. Big cogwheel there, and then one. Come on, I know I can put one there. There we go. Okay. Belt. Belt. Overstressed. Great. But now that's not... Oh, that is spinning fast enough. Okay. It's still working then. That doesn't matter as long as it's still working. It's just the drills now. Once the drills are hooked up, we will be generating cobblestone. Not cobblestone, andesite. We'll be generating andesite alloy indefinitely. We are this fucking close right now, people. I'm going to make it happen before the end of the stream. What am I looking for? I don't know what I'm looking for right now. What did I come here for? Belts, maybe? Did I come here for belts? I just completely drew a blank there. I've just forgotten everything. What's happening? Where am I? Okay, what I'm going to do is... we're going to have these connected by belt. Oh, okay, we need to get... we need a bit of flint and a... in fact, we need to make some item filters before we plug in the last component. Because those smart chutes and smart funnels do actually need item filters to work properly. Filter. List filter, there we go. Block of wool and 2 ingots. Two nuggets, sorry. Not you. That makes us 1, so I'm going to need twice as many. Do I have any iron? Yeah, I've got some here. Okay, that's 2 filters. So first one needs gravel. No, sorry, it needs flint. No, I want to put flint in the filter. No, I want to put flint in the filter. No. Thank you. And then I also want to put an iron nugget in there. Okay. You go there. And then this one's the same. That goes there. Then we need iron nuggets to come out here. And I need a piece of flint as well to filter there, rather than making another list filter. Okay, there's a bit of flint. Okay. Moment of truth, everybody. If this has all gone according to plan, please tell me I'm not short on shafts. Are you actually joking right now? I need what? Okay, big cogwheel there. Big cogwheel there. We need more shafts. There's no two ways about it. We are short again. We've run out of shafts. I need more andesite. I need literally 1 block of andesite, and the andesite farm will be ready. There, you are coming with me. Come on. But the stream is... we need to end the stream soon, so it's got to happen now. This is it, people. This is the moment of truth. It's going to work. We're going to get infinite andesite. We're never going to have to mine for it ever again, because we're going to have a machine that does it all for us, and it's going to be incredible. It's going to work. It's going to be fucking brilliant. But it has to work now. This has to be it. Belt there. Belt there. Okay, this is the last shaft about to go in. So if this works... It's working! It's working! Okay, cobblestone is being produced. It's then being ground into gravel by these millstones. Some of it's going straight down onto this conveyor belt. There it goes. Some of it is being washed, which means we'll start to see iron nuggets and flint coming through in just a second. There's the first bit of flint. I'm waiting on that first iron nugget. Oh, these are facing the wrong way. Oh dear. Woo. So some of that gravel accidentally went into the trash can. Once there's enough flint and gravel in there, that should be compacted to make andesite. Iron nuggets are already appearing in this basin, so everything seems to be working. Oh, first block of andesite. I need somewhere to stand so we can actually see this all in action. There we go. So we're just waiting for iron nuggets to go into there. Oh, wait, no, what's that? What's that? What the hell was that? Gravel bricks? No, 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 no. No, no, do not make gravel bricks. Do not make gravel bricks. Make andesite. Only andesite. There it goes! We done it! Oh my god, we've done it! We got an andesite alloy farm! Okay. That's it. We are now producing infinite andesite alloy. It's going to be slow. It's a very slow machine. It's going to produce it very slowly. But this... I mean, look at the pumpkin farm. The pumpkin farm's pretty slow as well. But if we go and see how many pumpkins that's generated over the last 3 hours... That's a good supply of pumpkins. And the andesite farm is going to do the same. If we just leave this running whenever we're on the game, this will slowly fill up with andesite alloy forever. This is hideous, by the way. This is not how it looked in the blueprint. The blueprint is a lot cleaner than this, and I am going to clean it up online. I'm going to clean it up offline when I'm not streaming, so that it looks a bit more like the blueprint. But I don't really care. Right now, it's working. We are producing andesite alloy. We never have to mine for andesite ever again. Like, literally never again will we have to mine for andesite. It's going to be produced right here by this machine forever. We've done it. One last thing I want to do before we finish is get a little bit more lava to fill this up, because we don't quite have the lava generator working yet. So I'm just going to head back to the nether and get a little bit more of that. But then we are going to wrap things up for today's stream. Will it keep running when you're offline, says Scotty Dog? No, so I will have to be in the game for it to work. But whenever we're playing the game, whether I'm streaming or whether I'm just playing it solo offline, it will keep churning away. And Ivan says modpack. This is a custom mod pack, Ivan, that I've put together myself. It's called Create Ad Astra, and if you're a member of the Discord server, you can download and play this mod pack for yourself if you're interested. Okay, there we go. Bit more lava. Enough to power the machine for a little bit. So basically, like I say, we just need dripstone now to get the infinite lava generator working. Why can't I? Get off! Get off! Yeah, we just need infinite lava generator, and then that's it. Then it's done. That's the only component that's still missing at the minute. Oh, I can't climb up this way. Where did I climb up before? It was this way. Yeah, it is this way. Ow. Okay. And now I'm being attacked by piglins. Fuck off. I really don't have time for this. Why are they running so fast? Like, seriously, I don't have time for this. Just go away. Oh, they died. They turned into regular pigmen. Oh, what a shame. Okay, let me just dump some crap. I need to sort my hotbar, my backpack out as well. I'll do that off camera before the next stream, don't worry. But yeah, if I pop some of this lava in here now, that should keep the generator fed for a while. We're still only at 2 alloy at the minute. But it is very slowly working away. There's another one coming through. So yeah, good place to end the stream. We got our infinite andesite alloy generator. It's not clean. It's not elegant. I will be cleaning it up off camera. I'll be making it look a lot neater and tidier. But this is it. This will produce andesite for us forever, so we don't have to worry about mining it anymore. And obviously, we are going to need all the andesite alloy we can get for all the other stuff that we've got planned in this mod pack. So I think that's pretty much where we're going to leave it for today. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing next week. But we have automated 2 of the most important things that need to be automated. Our food and our andesite alloy. So I don't know, maybe next time we'll focus on building a warehouse, because we are already having trouble with our storage situation. Well, actually, it's not looking too bad at the minute. But yeah, maybe next week we'll focus on getting a warehouse set up. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see what happens. But that is where I'm going to leave it for today. I'll just let me go to sleep, because I want to get a shot of it in the daytime before we actually wrap things up. There we go. Okay, so there is our very ugly, very slow, and very inefficient andesite alloy machine. Currently, it's produced 5 andesite alloy, but I haven't had to mine a single block of andesite to get it, so I'm not complaining. As long as this can keep working and I don't have to go mining anymore, that's all that matters to me. So just to recap one more time what it does, at the top there's a cobblestone generator. The cobblestone gets drilled, and then the millstone turns it into gravel. The washer turns the gravel into flint and iron nuggets. The flint gets compacted here with lava to make andesite, and then here the andesite and iron nuggets get mixed together to make andesite alloy. And that will keep on working indefinitely, which is nice. And it's also where I'm going to end things today. So, thank you very much, everyone, for joining. I hope you've had a wonderful time. In fact, let me say this on the big camera. Let me just switch back over to big camera to finish things off. There we go. Okay, so yes, thank you very much everyone for joining me today. I hope you've had a wonderful time. I've certainly enjoyed myself. This has been a lot of fun, as always. You know how much I love Minecraft Monday. It might not get the most views, but it's just so fun. I'm absolutely loving this mod pack. Another fantastic stream. We've made some great progress today with the andesite alloy farm and the pumpkin farm. Obviously, again, I'll be doing a little bit of cleaning stuff up off camera just to prepare for the next stream. And then next week, like I say, we'll probably focus on building a warehouse and some other important machines that we're going to need. We will need crushing wheels at some point, which need mechanical crafters, so we'll focus on making those next week. But yeah, really excited for more of this. We're really getting into the swing of things with this mod pack now, and I'm super excited to play more of this next Monday. When you're on next, says Scotty Dog, next stream is going to be tomorrow. I'm going to be playing some Euro Truck Simulator once again. I believe this might be... Not this week, but next week. I will be doing my final Euro Truck stream for a while. I'm going to be taking a little bit of a break from Euro Truck in May because there's a few other things that I want to do. So I will be playing Euro Truck tomorrow, 3 PM as usual, and then I'll be playing it again next Tuesday as well. But once we get into May, it's going to be taking a bit of a break so that I can focus on other stuff. As you know, I'm going to be bringing back Sci-Fi Sunday to play Muncher's Odyssey. That's going to be coming in May, sorry, and Minecraft Monday is going to be continuing into May as well. But yeah, for this week, obviously Euro Truck tomorrow, and then because it's the last full week of the month, I am going to be streaming on Sunday as well for an evening with Saul. I normally do that on a Saturday evening, but I have other plans this Saturday, so on Sunday evening we will be doing an evening with Saul, and I'm going to pick out 3 more cozy games for us to play on stream. And then next week, as I say, we're going to have Minecraft on Monday, Euro Truck on Tuesday, and I might do my end of month stream on Wednesday as well. So there's a few streams coming up this week and next. Cozy Saturday, says Scotty. Yes, so the Saturday evening streams are I'm going to be trying to do those once a month from now on. Like I say, this month it's going to be on Sunday instead because I'm not free on Saturday evening. But I am trying to make it a regular thing where once a month I do a cozy Saturday evening stream. And like I say, this month it will be coming on Sunday instead. But that's what's coming up this week. Also, just want to quickly mention, in terms of videos, I do have a piano video planned for later this week, and potentially another video as well. I do have a discussion video that I'm working on, but I'm not 100% sure when it's going to be ready. And with the recent, not to get too into it, but with the recent Supreme Court stuff in the UK, I'm having to slightly rethink the script for my next discussion video. I'll say no more about that for the moment, but there will be another discussion video coming soon, hopefully this week, if it's ready. If not, then next week. And that's about it. So, by the way, do go and give my recent videos some love, particularly my latest Peak District video. I think it's gotten a little bit buried because I've made a couple of other videos in the last few days that have gotten a bit more attention. But the Peak District video in particular, I'm really, really proud of. So if you could go and give some love to that video especially, give it a like, give it a share, repost, whatever it is you do, it would be greatly appreciated. And of course, if you would like to support me financially, please consider checking out my Patreon. I can't show you the Patreon board today because it's got some other stuff written on it, which is from a video that I recorded the other day. As you can see, it's all written backwards because when it's flipped around, it's legible. But my Patreons are normally on this board, so thank you, Kate, Sophie, Jess, and Daniel for supporting me there. If you want to support me, it's £1 a month. You get access to behind-the-scenes content, and you get your name on that there board when it's not got other stuff on it. That is going to be all from me for today, though, so thank you very much. We have overrun a little bit, so I'm going to wrap things up right now. It's been wonderful. I'll see you tomorrow for Euro Truck Simulator, and I'll see you later in the week for some cozy evening games as well. That's it. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye, Scotty Dog. Bye, everyone else. I'll see you next time.